Welcome to German history with a German accent. My name is Wolf, W-O-L-F, just like the animal, and in today's video I'm speaking about the June 17th uprisings in the German Democratic Republic in the year 1953. Hit the like and subscribe button to let me know if you enjoyed this video. On June 17th, 1953, between 400,000 and 1.5 million East German people caused a general strike and rose up against their government. This incident caused an intervention by the Soviet army that protected the leadership of the German Democratic Republic on that day. But how did this happen? Let's start from the beginning. After World War II, the by the Western Allied occupied Tri-Zone would become the West German state, the Federal Republic of Germany, with a capitalist social market economy, and the Soviet-occupied zone would become the German Democratic Republic in 1949. Although East Germany was a satellite state of the Communist Soviet Union, the central planned socialist economy was not immediately established in the German Democratic Republic, mainly because Joseph Stalin was still eyeing a neutral, united Germany to receive war reparations from the Ruhr area. Only in 1952, almost 3 years after its founding, the establishing of socialism was decided on the Second Party Congress of the Socialist Unity Party. The centrally planned economy focused on establishing the heavy industry in the country that was virtually non-existent there before. In the late 1940s, a lot of the bigger farms were redistributed into smaller pieces of land and given to new farmers who often did not have enough land or the right equipment to use their land efficiently. A collectivization of the land was subsequently ordered, but this only resulted in more farmers giving up their privately held businesses. Not only the farmers, but most of the small business owners in the middle class were punished by their government, not only by a high taxation, but they were also blamed for the economical downturn of the country. It is also to mention that the Soviet Union made the German Democratic Republic pay a great deal of war reparations. Factories were disassembled and transported to the Soviet Union. Even skilled personnel to operate the confiscated equipment was kidnapped. The Soviet Union also founded Soviet-owned corporations in the German Democratic Republic to collect their profits to pay their war reparations. By the year 1953, the ruling of the Socialist Unity Party had already caused a significantly lower living standard for the citizens of the German Democratic Republic compared to the Federal Republic of Germany. To compensate the inefficient, centrally planned economy, the workers' quota was raised by 10%, meaning workers had to increase their output but were not compensated anymore. This was planned to go into effect by June 30th, 1953, Walter Ulbricht's 60th birthday. Despite a new economical course that was ordered directly from the Soviet Union after reviewing the weak numbers of the East German economy, in which certain decisions were reversed, for example, farmers could reclaim their land and operate it as well as by the government raised prices and taxes would also be lowered. The fact that the workers' quota increase wasn't taken back angered the laborers in the German Democratic Republic. Even in the days before June 17th, smaller strikes and acts of resistance against the government of the German Democratic Republic occurred, and even this smaller movement led to the revision of the workers' quota increase on June 16, 1953. Yet the people on the streets politicized their movement and were now also seeking free elections in East Germany. The movement gained traction throughout the day and was aided by a radio report about striking East German workers by the radio in the American sector. But I'd like to clarify that the mere reporting about this striking workers was the delivered aid. An East German labor request to call for a general strike over radio was rejected by the station. In the morning of the following day, June 17th, all the bigger factory workers went on a strike and formed demonstrations, not only in Berlin, but in about 500 different cities and villages in the German Democratic Republic. The workers did not only go on strike, but also conducted acts of violence against their government. As I have mentioned in the beginning, it is estimated that between 400,000 and about 1.5 million East German citizens participated in this uprising. The police was overwhelmed by the crowds who were occupying police stations, stormed prisons, and set buildings on fire. For example, the department store Columbus House in Berlin. The government of the German Democratic Republic reacted by publishing a radio announcement once more stating that the workers' quota increase was voided and blaming the uprising on fascist agents who initiated a coup d'etat against East Germany. The Soviet military commander, Pyotr Dibrovar, declared the state of emergency for most of the German Democratic Republic, which basically resulted in the Soviet Union taking over control in East Germany. The Soviet military, especially their tanks, slowed down and eventually stopped the momentum of the protest movement. And the Soviet army regained the control in the German Democratic Republic within a day. These unrests cost the life of at least 55 people. And on August 4th, 1953, the West German Parliament declared June 17th as a federal holiday, the German Unity Day. To prevent further uprisings against their government, the German Democratic Republic increased the manpower and improved the training for their agencies to suppress their people, like in the Ministry for State Security, the Stasi, the German People's Police, but also a new organization was founded, the so-called combat groups of the working class, to spot and suppress unrest early on in bigger companies. Thank you so much for watching.